Welcome to Behind the Octagon, brothers. Let's jump straight into today's stories. Dana White says he's been talking to Conor McGregor non-stop and claims Conor is dead serious about returning at the UFC White House event. Michael Bisping drops a bomb. Ilia Topuria versus Terence Crawford could be massive, with both MMA and boxing fans tuning in. Dana White opens up on the Charlie Kirk incident, saying he was shocked by how much it impacted his kids, who used to watch Kirk on social media. Khabib says everything is different now, and Usman will finish Paul Hughes in their rematch on October 3rd in Dubai. Our first story is all about Usman Nurmagomedov and his coach, the one and only Khabib Nurmagomedov. Khabib recently spoke about Usman's upcoming rematch against Paul Hughes, set for October 3rd in Dubai for the PFL Lightweight Championship. And his words were powerful. Khabib said, "Everything is different now. Since the last fight, Usman understands, and we will try to finish Paul Hughes."
Usman training very hard. He can wrestle, he can kick, he can give you knee, elbow, punch, and he's a very tough guy. Everything is different right now because of last fight.
What a championship fight!
What a fight!
Now Usman understands.
I underestimate this guy.
Of course, we will try to finish. Usman is a finisher. You know, he has so many skills where he can finish him. I think if Usman will finish him, I think it will be great.
Brothers, that's vintage Khabib. No talk about playing it safe, no point fighting, just pure dominance. He wants his Usman to go out there and finish the job. Remember, their first fight was close, and Hughes proved he's a serious contender. But this time, Khabib is promising adjustments. He believes Usman has learned from the mistakes, sharpened his mindset, and is ready to end it definitively. So the stage is set. October 3rd, Dubai. Usman Nurmagomedov versus Paul Hughes, with Khabib in his corner, demanding nothing less than a finish. Dana White has finally opened up about the Charlie Kirk incident, and his reaction might surprise you. Dana said what really caught him off guard wasn't the controversy itself, but how much it impacted his kids. In his words, "I was surprised by how impacted my kids were. They used to watch him on social media."
Game-changing event with Charlie Kirk. Just curious where you were when you found out, what your reaction was to it.
I had just woke up and, my phone was blowing up. And yeah, I was fucking blown away. I mean, especially when the video footage started coming out. And now they grabbed this kid who's a college kid. This kid hit him like that 200 yards away. It's so crazy. I was actually surprised by how impacted my kids were. My kids used to watch him on social media. My daughter, she's 19, she's in college, and she's been just destroyed over this thing for the last couple of days.
When Dana mentions his kids, you know it hit differently. It shows how much influence these figures have online, especially with the younger generation. Dana White just dropped some big news about Conor McGregor. Dana says he's been talking to Conor non-stop lately. And according to him, Conor is dead serious about returning. And here's the kicker. Dana hinted that the return could happen at the UFC White House event.
People talk shit about Conor. I'm telling you, I've been in the fucking trenches with Conor. Conor is a guy that has fought injured. Conor is a guy that a fighter has fallen out, and we slid in a stylistically bad matchup for him. He doesn't care. He literally will fight anybody.
But does he care enough to actually make a fight right now? Like, is he actually, when's the last time he fought?
He and I have been talking nonstop, and he's like, "I'm dead serious. I want this. I'm training. I'm back in the pool. I'm doing all the shit." So we'll see. As we still got a long way to go. We still got a long way to go till February, till we start making this card. So we'll see how it plays out.
So the question is, brothers, do you believe this time Conor is really serious about coming back? Or is this just more hype? Michael Bisping just dropped a hot take. He believes Ilia Topuria versus Terence Crawford could be a massive crossover fight. Bisping points out that it makes sense. Dana White already promoted Crawford's last boxing match, and Ilia Topuria is locked in with the UFC. That means the door is wide open. And think about it, A UFC world champion versus one of boxing's pound-for-pound greats. Both fan bases tuning in. MMA and boxing colliding. It would be huge.
Like, and of course we're talking different parallels here. We're talking Terence Crawford, the best boxer of his generation, okay? And we're talking Ilia Topuria, one of the hottest properties in all of mixed martial arts. So you never know. You never know. Maybe it does happen. But let's be honest, if it was to happen, it would make a lot of money. You know why? Because there will be two fan bases tuning in. And that's what happened with the money fight, okay? You've got all the boxing fans, and then you've got all the MMA fans. And of course, you've got Dana White in the middle. Dana just did business with Terence Crawford. Ilia Topuria is under contract with the UFC. So it's not unbelievable to think of a world where this might happen. It's just, would they make this? Would Crawford lower himself? Would he want to do that? Would he want to step in the ring with somebody like that? You never know.